to another 1/6 scale custom video. Today will be me pretty much doing a kit bash, body swap to the Alan Ripley figures I have here. And I think it's perfectly fitting to start the Halloween month off with my favourite horror movie of all time, which is 79 Alien. And obviously Aliens is just as classic, but I have a personal hotspot for the first one. But speaking on Aliens, what we have here is a amalgamation of Hot Toy body parts, including the really old MMS Hot Toys Alan Ripley, which was the warrant advisor. There was two versions back then. They'd done this one and the power loader. I am not getting the power loader one. That one's just insane in price. I was able to snag this one for a good price, and I'm deciding now to body swap it because, as you can see, the head sculpt and the actual body that I've used do not match in color wise, and this is a bit of a really floppy figure too, so I think now is a perfect time to change it up. And the bodies I'll be using for these two is the World Box. This is a brand new version. It's the girl's body, AT203. And a little bit of a sneaky thing there is that's the original head sculpt that the old Aliens Ripley comes with. And yeah, it's hugely outdated. This was actually back when Hot Toys were doing builder type figures, where in order to work around the licensing, they basically had this all apart. It wasn't like this Ripley or most of the Hot Toy figures today where it's one complete set. It's kind of like a figure kit to get around the legal side of things. And yeah, I'll grab the head sculpt now. I mean, Hot Toys have definitely come a long way from this. I think this is 2008, 2009, maybe a bit even older than that, because Hot Toys had the Godfather license 2009. I reckon this is even older than that. I mean, it's, yeah, you could tell it's looks nothing like Sigourney, to be fair. But what's interesting is, recently there's a third-party figure that has this look. I still don't think it's up to even this old Hot Toy standards, especially when it comes to like the pants color and even some of the accessories. Do think that's still serviceable. I'm probably going to steal parts from that third party, probably the boots, because these boots aren't really the best. And I like the little sneaky thing they did with the third party version where it says Ripley on the lace instead of Reebok. And obviously this doesn't have anything, again, because of licensing. And also, I did swap out the body for this Ripley, the 79 version. So this body you see is the AT203 World Box body. I've already swapped it out on this one just for a test run to see if it even will work, if the color matches, and I think it does. Like, the neck looks really good. The Hot Toy hands blend well with this arm. So yeah, I think it worked really well. The main problem I had with this one is the neck. I think the Christopher Reeve Superman for Hot Toys has the best example of what happened with mine. It kind of had that weird paint peel. The rubber was shredding out. I'll quickly pop up pictures now. I've seen more collectors have an issue with the Superman compared to Ripley. But I was the unfortunate one that had the problem on this figure, so I have swapped the body out for this one. And today I'm pretty much going to do the same thing with this, because you can see there's a huge difference with the colour, and this neck is terrible. Oh yeah, and just quickly, this is obviously the same head sculpt from this one. It's just that I've cut the hair and done a bit of weathering on it. I might have to cut maybe a bit more here just to make it look more brushed up. You know, something similar to that. And yeah, what I'm going to do now is swap out the body for the Aliens Ripley. What I originally had planned was to actually show how, you know, how to take the body apart and pop the new one on. But unfortunately, World Box, and this goes for their male figures as well, they do some weird real anatomy thing, which it is weird. They did unfortunately do it with these bodies too, so I'm not going to show that on video. But yeah, what I might do is I might pull the body apart from this one and just show the accessories off, because I do think for the year Hot Toys did produce this figure, I still think the accessories are really, really good. And yeah, we're getting into that now. So if you guys do enjoy this, make sure you like and sub, and we'll get right into it. So I've pretty much pulled the figure apart, and we'll just quickly go through some of the stuff that this figure has accessory wise, as well as some custom stuff that I've either made myself or just bought, you know, on eBay or so forth. But we'll start with the display base, which is the generic Hot Toys one. Interesting that Hot Toys did have the Aliens license, but didn't have the license for Alan Ripley, Sigourney Weaver. It's in green font, which I guess may have been some of the promotional pictures and photos and so forth. I remember Aliens having the blue font, but whatever. Let's see what year this is. 2004 to 2006. Holy shit. Okay. Yeah, so this is probably the oldest Hot Toys I have, or whatever's left of it, to be honest. Which is crazy to think, because I heard of Hot Toys around this year. I was obviously, well, 2006, I was 8 years old. I wasn't buying Hot Toys, especially for the price. But this is around the year I started to notice Hot Toys as a company. And it's funny now, many years down the line, I'm starting to own my own pretty much. And yeah, it's wild seeing the company grow so big from pretty much, this is their starting point, you know. Next, we have the flamethrower and the pulse rifle, which I still think is absolutely fantastic, especially compared to the third-party one we're getting. So the color is accurate, the straps and all the bands are accurate. I mean, Hot Toys, again, for 2006, this pumps back. You know, I think you could take the cartridge. Yep, you can change the ammo. Flamethrower also has, yep, you could replace the gas canister. Like, this is all really, really good, especially, like I said, for the age. And it's got the tape from when Ripley duct tapes, and also she duct tapes the little motion tracker that Newt had on her watch. And you got the 99 bullets, so Ripley hasn't rained hell on the Xenomorphs yet with this. And just flip it around for the flamethrower. And yeah, the weathering and all that looks really, really nice, especially, like I said, for the age. Next, we just got the clothing, which we've got the white shirt. I've done a little bit of weathering. This is a bit shit, you know. This was a couple of years ago. I might have to go over this a bit more in the future. Did I do any on the back? No. Oh, yeah, I did a little bit. But yeah, this was a plain white at the start. I'd done the weathering. I think I should touch up a bit more, to be honest. But it is what it is. Next is the blue pants, which is accurate in color, but unfortunately the zipper here is incorrect. This should be rotated around. So the zipper should be up to down instead of left to right. And I think that's the only thing the third party has over this pants. The color is shit on the third party one, but I think the pocket is rotated correctly. But yeah, I think this is fairly good. Also, I want to point out here, 2006 Hot Toys, and I have mentioned before that Hot Toys used to do metal clips and bands and stuff. Like, that's die-cast metal here, and a metal press stud. So Hot Toys, why did you backtrack from this? You had a metal press stud, so you have no fear of this little nub getting snapped. I have no idea why they downgraded pretty much to plastic. I mean, they had the right recipe here. I think this is die-cast too. This feels die-cast. And yeah, just generic pants, I guess. But it is executed well. Aside from that, I'm thinking maybe I could tear the stitch up and maybe rotate it, but that's getting into risky territory, especially for the age of this figure. And These are pretty much a gold mine to find. Next is the actual harness. And it is missing some of the bullets because I've put it somewhere else. But this is the harness that goes over a shoulder. And yeah, just a really generic military style. And yeah, it's done fairly good. Next are the Reebok boots, which are missing the Reebok labeling, but like I said, licensing, even still today, companies don't do it. But you can see that the paint is really, really sloppy. The weathering's nice, the speckling's all good, but the paintwork, again for the age, 2006, but yeah, this is definitely aged. And I had to do a little bit of Dremel work because Hot Toys had an actual 1/6 scale foot that was like permanently stuck in here, and it had a weird peg system, and for body swaps, you can't do it because the body is extremely outdated compared to our 1/6 scale bodies of today. But like I said, with the new third-party figure coming out, these two boots here are definitely getting the swap out. Next we got the harness here, which is a makeshift one that I've done myself. And the bullets are all detachable. And I'll just quickly show them. This is a way more accurate coloring to the third-party one. I don't remember what color the third-party one has, but I know this one for sure is the more accurate one. So I had to kind of makeshift and stitch about itself because Ripley has another one on top of the harness when she goes into the hive. So this is that. Then we've got the watch, which I found on eBay from a Customize 3D artist. And originally mine broke. So you can see the 2 points here of the watch hand broke off. So this is the Hot Toys 79 watch that I painted silver. So you can see the original orange underneath. But it's not a big deal because you slide it on and you can't even tell the difference. It's kind of hard for that to zoom in. But it's got all the accurate working in there. And then this is just nitpicky me. Ripley had a singlet underneath the white shirt, and that's just, again, me being an accuracy nut, so I've always had this underneath it. And last but not least are the two head sculpts. Again, you've got the Hot Toys 79 version that I customized myself. I cut the hair. May have to go through that again a bit, but I think for now it's fine. And then you got the original MMS version, which is hugely outdated. Maybe an actual repaint can revive this figure. Yeah, maybe if a custom guy could repaint this, maybe you can get Sigourney's likeness again. Actually, to be fair, if you guys were going to get that third-party one, I still think this head sculpt is better than that one. Yeah, that's the only one on the market, so you're kind of stuck with that one, to be fair. And just to go over this one more time. And yeah, I think this likeness is perfect. I know they originally showed this version with rooted hair, but Hot Toys with rooted hair, especially when this figure came out, Artisan didn't exist back then, and I'm fine with the sculpted. But by all means, Hot Toys, if you want to do this again, an Artisan version, go ahead. Would run to that immediately. But yeah, what I'm going to do now is assemble everything here, and we'll get into the showcase. And I think that's pretty much it for today. I think it turned out well, although hopefully Worldbox do seamless arms for the female figures, especially on those elbow joints. And also a little hint, if you've seen some stuff around in my room, they're a little bit of Easter eggs for what's coming up next. Something involving seamless arms and a certain Haddonfield killer that's going to get those seamless arms, so stay tuned for that. Also, if you can see to the left, there's something there that might be reviewed soon as well and customized. That's pretty exciting as well, considering that might be the best version of that particular character in figure format. And that's pretty much it for today. If you guys did enjoy this, make sure you like and sub, and I'll see you in the next one.